Imagine yourself driving, the sun shining, the road being clear, and everything in your life seeming ideal. But all of a sudden, you apply the brakes hard. There are no more roads ahead of you. Instead, there is a vast, deep lake that stretches as far as the eye can see. You think most people would turn around? Not us, though. We are going to try the unimaginable today, turning this common automobile into a floating boat and really using it to sail across the lake. It was pure engineering, a lot of duct tape and a lot of courage, no shortcuts, no tricks. The crucial question is whether this car would float miraculously or sink like a stone at the first splash. You will soon discover. Number 8, the wild plan. The beginning of every legendary challenge is a notion that sounds absolutely absurd. Boats are made to rule the sea, while cars are made to rule the roads. What would happen if you combine the two, though? That's the goal. Like crazy scientists, the group sits about and doodles rough ideas on paper. First, seal the vehicle to prevent water damage. Attach buoyancy aids in step 2 to prevent it from sinking. Adding a motor to push it across is the third step. It appears straightforward, almost too straightforward on paper. However, the more we consider it, the more horrifying it becomes. This is about trusting a contraption that was never designed for the water, not just about floating. The car might fill up with water and disappear into the depths if one estimate is off or a seal is missing. This plan is so exciting because it is bold, unpredictable, and just insane enough to work. Number 7, waterproofing the car. Leaks are the first battleground. Water can enter a car by any of the many apertures, vents, seams, and doors. We might as well be creating an oxygen-free submarine if we don't repair that. Using heavy-duty materials such as industrial adhesive for joints, thick rubber linings for doors, and even plastic wraps to conceal weak areas, the crew spends hours sealing every crevice. The engine bay requires extra care since water can quickly short-circuit the entire system if it comes into contact with the electrical components. It's intense to watch the transformation. It's like getting the car ready for battle. A bit more assurance is added with each waterproof tape layer and sealant strip. In reality, though, no one is certain that it will be sufficient. When the car is floating on open water, the pressure will test all of the seals we have put in place, even if it may appear waterproof on land. Number 6, buoyancy magic. The real-world scientific lesson is about making a 2-ton metal machine float. The car would sink in seconds without assistance. We affix enormous air-filled plastic barrels on both sides of the vehicle, resembling enormous water wings, to combat gravity. To keep the automobile steady and stop it from toppling over, large foam blocks are added underneath and properly balanced. In order for the car to ride on top of the water rather than sink beneath it, it must be forced to push enough water away. However, the procedure is more complicated than just strapping barrels at random. If the weight is not evenly distributed, the vehicle may tilt too much to one side and topple over in an instant. This once slim car now appears to be a strange floating fortress, which is both hilarious and fantastic. However, buoyancy is this peculiar design's greatest strength. Number 5, propulsion upgrade. The car needs a way to move now that it can hopefully float. Since wheels don't work in water, the team mounts a strong outboard motor straight to the back bumper. This is the lifeline that will propel the vehicle over the lake. It's not merely a decorative element. However, propulsion is about control as much as movement. For this reason, we install a specially designed rudder system that attaches to the steering wheel of the vehicle. Imagine twisting the wheel inside the cabin as a gigantic rudder cuts through the water, steering the vehicle like a boat in place of the tires. Sea navigation is controlled by land mechanics, creating a bizarre fusion of two realms. It feels like the automobile finally transforms into something new when the motor is installed and the steering is tested. It has evolved into a fully functional hybrid vehicle designed for adventure, not simply a car. Number 4, safety first. We plan for the worst-case circumstances before we dare try this monster. Safety is survival, not merely a precaution. The group prepares with safety ropes, waterproof radios, and life jackets. If things go wrong, a backup rescue boat is waiting close by, ready to jump in. Everyone is aware of the dangers. We can end up trapped in the middle of the lake if the automobile falls over or the motor breaks. Anxious giggles give way to silent looks as the mood darkens. This is now a serious, high-stakes expedition where lives are at stake, not simply a backyard project. Barrels tied to the sides of the car may make it look silly, but the risk is genuine. Number 3, the launch moment. The big moment finally comes. The car rolls in the direction of the lake, burdened with its odd motor and flotation gear. With their hearts racing, everyone assembles. The water starts to rise against the tires, then the doors, and finally nearly to the windows as the car slowly descends the slope. The point of no return is here. The car rocks so hard that it almost topples before it starts. Everyone lets out a gasp, anticipating catastrophe, but amazingly, it stabilizes. The car is kept above the water like a raft by the pontoons, which do their duty. Although there are cheers, the tension remains. It's one thing to float, but can it move? The true test is that. Number 2, the tense crossing. The car suddenly starts moving forward as the motor roars to life and spits water into the air. It moves terribly slowly at first, but suddenly it glides across the sea and cuts through the waves. With each wobble, the crew inside tightens their grip on the seats as the windshield is repeatedly splashed and the barrels creak under the strain. Every meter gain feels like a huge triumph. The excitement is only increased by the lake's silence, which allows you to hear every splash, pontoon groan, and passenger heartbeat. Are the seals going to hold? Will the motor withstand the pressure? It seems less like an enjoyable experiment and more like a titanic conflict between the unadulterated powers of nature and human engineering. Number 1, Miami. The final push. The far coast is now within reach after what seems like hours. The crew inside applauds, although they are aware that they shouldn't celebrate too soon because many experiments end in failure. Barrels sink dangerously low as the car groans onward, yet it continues to go. The carboat hybrid makes its way through, inch by inch, wave after wave. It finally makes contact with solid ground after a final motor surge. The impossible has been accomplished. The experiment became a historic success. The team did not fail, and the automobile did not sink. Wet and tired but ecstatic, everyone leaps out. This once ordinary vehicle has become a legend, a machine that defied expectations and won the lake. And just like that, we turned a car into a boat and conquered the lake. If you thought this was insane, wait until you see what's coming next. Hit that like button, subscribe, and buckle up because the next challenge will be even crazier.